blue don't actually have any blue pigmentation. They have to grow in soil that is basic as well, so the pine straw should be left for the other beds.
You're telling me that these flowers are liars, Frankie?
I'm not telling you that these flowers are liars, Barnaby. I'm talking about how these flowers are specially selected to look this way.
Hey, being blue isn't anything special, pal. Don't you know that blue is all the rage nowadays?
I don't think people are painting themselves blue, frankly. Are you saying your fur color isn't natural?
I beg your pardon? I am unnatural beauty as far as you know.
I doubt you're any sort of beagle. I've never seen any blue dog before in my life. Now, if you don't mind, we'd like to continue tending to my flowers in peace.
You're gonna have to do more than tend to them if you want them to grow up nice and big. You know what they say, you gotta entertain your plants to make them happy.
That's true, but I'm not going to let your snappy patter poison my petunias. I'd hardly call your material entertaining, much less fertilizer.
Oh, don't you worry, Frank. The last thing I'll do is overwhelm your orchid. Your plants all seem clovered.
Not with these puns again. You're going to make all of my hard work wilt. Your humor's too dry for my impatience.
Hey, not a daisy goes by where you don't get impatient. But hey, I'm just pulling your leg.
Will you just get out of here? My plants don't need your ridiculous jokes to grow. Go find an audience for your silly gags somewhere else.
All right, I'll grow. But every dogwood has its day. I'll still pop you in from time to time, even if you're still a little rough around the hedges.
Honestly, with him, I don't know how you can stand to be around him. Hello, Mr. Deer. I'm here about your emergency.
Oh, thank the stars you're here, Frank. I mean, Mr. Franklin, we're in a heap of trouble. There's some kind of, it's like if you ever seen like, it's like a whatchamacallit in here.
Whatchamacallit? I'm afraid I only deal with bugs, Mr. Deer.
A bug? A critter? A guest? A neighbor? Whatever it is, it's upheaving my whole post office. Just look at what it's done with the paper chains.
It made these. It did a wonderful job. Maybe you should consider hiring it.
Real cute. I'm being serious here.
Oh, there's nothing to be so scared of. It's more frightened of you than you are of it, you know.
Scared? Of a friendly guy like me? I wouldn't even hurt a fly.
I don't think you could even look at a fly with how you're hiding from this beetle.
Hey, don't go knocking a fella down when he's in a fit of desperation. If you had a rogue envelope fluttering around your home, I'd get there lickety-split.
I'll take that into consideration next time that happens, Mr. Deer. See? Not so intimidating, is it?
I suppose you're right, but it's easy for you to say so. I don't know these fellas on a first-name basis like you do.
You don't need to be familiar with them in order to get to know them better. They're just like you or me. In fact, you're not scared of them, are you? So, they just won't leave my tomatoes alone, and who am I to shoo them away? Isn't a beetle just as permitted to partake of my plants as I am, Julie?
Positively, absolutely, Frank.
But I've taken such good care of them. I read to them every day. I water them the perfect amount.
Oh, you do. You pour a whole book on them and read them the water on their little heads and everything.
Julie, I'm serious.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. I'm only teasing. You know, if this is bothering you so much, you should have a little sign just for those bugs. It can say, "Terrific tomatoes. Look, but don't touch."
What makes you think they're going to be able to eat all that?
Well, they've got big, beautiful eyes, don't they? Like big old saucer plates.
Oh, Julie, don't be so rude. You wouldn't like it if they said that about you.
Said what about me? How lovely my hair is. That I put just the right amount of polish on my horns.
No, more like that Julie Joyful with her nose like an orange.
Oh? If they said that, they'd also probably say, oh, that Frank Frankly with that banana on his face.
Banana? Well, if they're going to be so rude in my garden, maybe it's best that they don't get to partake of any more tomatoes then.
That's right. Well, how are we going to keep them out? Maybe Howdy's got something in his shop.
Oh, Howdy is more inclined to sell us canned laughter than he is to sell us something actually useful. Besides, I don't think he likes my rendition of A Flea and a Fly.
Oh, don't you fret. I'm sure we can come up with a wonderful joke between the three of us. Isn't that right?
Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and just a scoop of peanut butter. Gelatin works too, of course, but I always like to spoil myself with a little something extra. But that's just between us.
Of course, I'm no gossip. I suppose gelatin can't always be relied upon, too. Still, I think it holds perfectly sliced fruit beautifully. I think that ought to mean something. You know what, Poppy? No one understands gelatin's potential. It's like they say, you eat with your eyes first.
They do? Oh. Well, now you've got me worried about this new recipe. It's not very, well, visually appealing.
Oh, no. Forget what I said. We've worked so hard on this. In fact, I bet these could be shaped with one of my copper molds.
You know, you're right. Maybe that one you have shaped like a butterfly, Frank.
Oh, that's right. Oh, such a shame butterflies aren't fond of seed, or muffins for that matter. This recipe could have saved my garden.
Oh dear. You know what? I'll try and think up a recipe that's sure to have them... to make your butterflies do a... Well, I'm not sure how to tell if a butterfly's happy.
Whatever you decide, we'll have them all aflutter, Poppy. I think our experiment is done, too.
Oh, you were so kind to say that, Frank. Oh, be careful. I wouldn't want you to burn yourself.
I'm all right. You've taken all the necessary precautions to ensure my safety. Oven mitts, aprons, a second pair of oven mitts.
Perhaps we could use a third pair of oven mitts.
Poppy.
You're working with such dangerous appliances. Who knows what could happen at a moment's notice? Oh, goodness gracious, just thinking about it is making my feathers fall out.
No. Don't get yourself started, Poppy. I would rather be careful than throw caution to the wind anyhow. Besides, we're all safe and sound here. Wouldn't you agree, Molly?